All right. Maybe a little closer to the action. Maybe I won't hit this camera, my dad won't. So let's see what happens. All right, everybody, let's try this out. I'm trying to record a little bit on this microphone, see if this works. This is Easter Sunday. We're out here trying to get this dirt pad level, trying to get a bunch of this dirt moved, and that dozer is doing its work, doing its job. Puffing smoke when it starts pushing a big old load, and it moves on along. That is a 450 dozer. It's a little bit bigger dozer. I think, from what I can tell, it's about the same as if a Cat D4. I'm not for sure. It may be like a Cat D3. But I know it moves plenty of dirt. I know it doesn't have any problems. And has been real good to me so far. Knock on wood. So, why am I doing this on my own? Why haven't I hired somebody to do this and get a concrete pad there and be ready to put my building up? My building came in yesterday. So why am I having to do this myself? Well, it's plain and simple. It's contractors that don't do what they say they're going to do, don't show up when they say they're going to show up, and try to cut. I think he was trying to cut corners, to be honest with you. The quote, he waited. I asked for a quote for 2 weeks. The last time that he was supposed to show up was the third day he was supposed to start. So he didn't send the quote until 11 o'clock at night, the night before he was supposed to start. At the time I was on night shift. I'm on day shift now, starting tomorrow. Well, this past weekend really, but tomorrow is my first full weekend. So on the quote that he sent to me late, did not have the right concrete mix on it. It said 3,000 instead of the 5,000 that we talked about. It had him deciding not to use a backhoe. He was going to try to use a skid steer, so he was going to go up on price because he was going to take him longer. He wasn't even going to be able to do it, to be honest with you. If they wasn't going to bring the right equipment to begin with, I was not going to fool with it, with the people. I had several people say, "Oh, I can do that with a skid steer." No, you can't. All right, so I decided to send him an email, some questions, and text message, and he never answers. I get off work 6:30 in the morning, call him, he don't answer. Send him another text message, no answer. 9 o'clock that morning, after I done sent another message and called again, 9 o'clock that morning, 9:30 that morning, I'm decided I'm going home and go to sleep because I got to work again that very night. So I sent him a text. Just don't even worry about it. We're going to find somebody else. Well, what do you know? He calls. I'm on the way. My guys are already there. That shop you see, excuse me, on the back right there, that is where I was sitting on a 10-ton trailer that I was rebuilding, which that video is on my channel. If y'all check it out, please. Looking down here, and there was nobody there. Gates open, nobody there. So I decided at that point it's just time to let him go. On top of all that, he wanted $5,000 just to start, and I just couldn't see myself giving somebody that. They done flaked out like that. Second, I had another guy come quote it. He said you can't build up that much dirt. Okay, I understand topsoil ain't going to, or sandy soil's not going to. This is red clay. This is Alabama red clay. That dozer is struggling to push that clay just like it is. I mean, it's hard. So this corner closest to the screen on the right is the back right corner. That's my level grade. The front on the left on the other side is only within 1.5 inches of this corner I'm trying to use for level grade. So I had to cut down the left closest to the camera on the left side, which is the front right corner. I had to cut it down 7 inches, I think. Now, what you had to add was the back right corner. It was about 11, maybe 12 inches. This all red clay, so you ain't got to worry about that. When I was digging this week, I started digging the footings that we dug. We have 8 holes, 12-inch diameter holes, about 2 foot deep in that corner. And when when it hit that about foot mark, we knew it. I mean, it slowed. It really dug in. So I don't have no concerns about it. Any of this, adding this dirt in, it's good and hard. When I was digging the footing with the backhoe, it's a little mini backhoe with a 12-inch wide bucket, but it's a great little machine. It's an Almond with a Kubota diesel. That thing does good. But when I was digging that footing, it's hard ground. You could tell it. There's no issues with adding the right kind of dirt in. Like I say, this is red clay. So that guy didn't want to add up. He wanted to have my whole building sitting down about a foot and a half lower than I've got it, about a foot lower than I've got it sitting now, maybe more. And that's just too low. It's just too much dirt to move in front to keep water from running into it. I mean, we're talking, I'm already at about 50 to 60 yards of dirt I got to move to get a halfway decent parking lot to keep water from running into the building. I can make it work. I'm going to, but we were going to be 100 yards to move if we done it his way. My little daughter just come by. You saw that. She's a sweet little girl. All right, so now we get to the third guy. This guy was supposed to start 3 different times. He was going to use a dozer like this. I think it was like a 350 size with the front end loader, not the blade. Which I don't care what the guy used, but it was going to take something of that nature to be able to move this dirt. No call, no show. Ask him, we're going to start today or can I lock this gate? Oh, my machine's down. Okay. So, of course, I had a couple more guys supposed to show up, never showed up. I was trying to get guys just to do the dirt work. Some of them wouldn't even give a quote. I was trying to get guys to come give a quote for the whole job or just the dirt work. Nobody would show up. These contractors act like they got more work than they can do. So I'm glad for them. It's just when I was working for myself, it just wasn't the case. It didn't seem like to me. But to each their own. So we finally going by this bulldozer. We're getting this done now. I've only got 2 days in this. I could have rented one. I was going to rent one for this past week when I switched over to this weekend shift. But, we didn't have to, luckily. So, like I say, this is about 11 days ago. This was on Easter Sunday. I came in that Monday and I had a slack adjuster blow a seal or whatever. You can see right here the track's still good right here. It's not flopping or nothing. The slack adjuster's still holding. So I don't know if the guy we bought it from had something in there holding it as far as temporary or what. I hadn't figured it out yet. But I got the Zerk fitting changed where it holds grease and it finished out the day. No problems. I think I'll have plenty of time with it to fix the parking lot. And then I can park it and change the sprockets, rebuild the slack adjusters, and whatever else needs to be done down there while I'm on it. And that'll be a whole different video. I'm even going to do it without breaking the track apart. I'm almost 90% sure I can do it now. So now we're just going to do this all ourselves as far as the digging the footings, setting the form boards, everything. I'm working on that now. I'll have a video for that next week, I hope, sometime. Maybe even have it ready for concrete next week. I'm not sure. It just depends on how the weather is next week. So that's where we stand. You can see right here, I'm moving a bunch of dirt. I'm getting big old piles over here. It's just amazing how that thing goes. But my GoPro gets hot and cuts off here very shortly, and I don't finish the day out. But it's just a little glimpse into about 2/3 of a day on a dozer. So that's probably about 6 hours worth of time on a dozer. And I hope you enjoyed it. Always remember to do as much work as you can yourself as you can. You make sure it's done right the first time and not have to be redone. No shortcuts took. If you build it, always build it, don't buy it, and then you know how to fix it when it tears up. So I hope y'all have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next video. Please remember to subscribe and make any comments. I answer any questions you got. Y'all have a great day.